I apologize for my slight absence, everybody. It's just we've been a little bit busy. We still haven't picked up the 911 yet. We're gonna be picking that up in a couple of days. The dealership was kind enough to bring the car in, swap out the front wheel hubs and the wheel bearings for us as well. I've already bought a whole bunch of stuff for that car, so I'm very excited to bring that to the channel. That's one that just I'm irking with joy. I don't know if that's like the right terminology for that. But in preparation for the 911 coming, we are going to start with a little bit of German introduction today. That was a terrible accent, I apologize. But we're gonna be working on the GTI. So if you guys don't know, this is our 2016 Volkswagen GTI. If you have been around the channel for a while, you probably remember Gunther. Gunther was my 2016 Golf R. I loved that. I don't want to say I loved that car, I only had it for a month. I liked that car a lot. It was a great daily driver, it was fun. We modified it a little bit. However, Gunther had other plans for us and he blew up after 1,000 miles. If you're ever curious what rod knock sounds like, that's it. And then we got rid of Gunther because I didn't quite feel comfortable with the whole German stuff yet. So we're circling back to that. Now, Melanie has dubbed this car, get it, because it's a Volkswagen, V-dub in the house. Isn't that what they say?
Listen up, V-dub in the house.
Ha, dubbed, get it? She calls the car Hiccup. So we are going to be starting our modification journey on Hiccup. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys who have requested GTI and Volkswagen stuff in the past, and we are coming back to that yet again. So the guys over at AWE sent over an AWE track for the car. Now they did give us the option of getting the touring or the track, and since it is Melanie's car, I asked her which one she wanted, and she said she wanted the louder one. So we got the track version. There are no mufflers. There is one resonator right in the middle. It's a fairly large one, so I don't expect a lot of drone out of this, but I do expect the car to be quite louder. So like I said, this poor Volkswagen has like a weird muffler lead on it. I don't know what exhaust shop really did these welds. They don't look the prettiest, they don't look the best, so we are going to be fixing that today with an actual proper exhaust on this car. Now I will say, I don't think this sounded bad, but it definitely could be better. So I believe the catback we got, oh wow, you have a massive exhaust leak too. We'll fix that. So it looks like we have an exhaust leak here, spraying exhaust out, so we're gonna replace from this section back to the rear end of the car, so it really shouldn't be too bad. So before we go ahead and start ripping off this stock exhaust, let's get this thing brought back down and get a couple sound clips of this thing, because I am curious how much different the AWE track over there is going to sound compared over to like this muffler shop special muffler delete, which also looks like it's had an exhaust leak somehow. Pretty standard for doing a catback on the car. We'll start at the back, at the axle back, and then kind of work our way forward to where the catalytic converter is. Catback, so it's in the catalytic converter back, obviously. So up the GTI goes. Melanie is going to be doing the entire install.
I'm not doing any of this.
Maybe it's your car. I actually just noticed this. So we've had this car for 2 years. They cut off the muffler, went to an exhaust shop, they threw this guy on there. And then up here, there used to be a stock resonator here, but you can see the exhaust shop cut it off and welded it also. So you've just kind of hacked together exhaust the entire time.
I mean, it works.
Start off with these rusty ass clamps here. Take those off. We have one exhaust hanger here. Now the one thing I do like about Volkswagens is their exhaust hangers actually bolt to the frame of the car, which makes taking exhaust off super easy. We're not even using the hanger there for some reason. And then back here, what in the hell? That's literally just a bent bolt. We've had this car for 2 years, right? Look at the exhaust hanger. It is literally a bolt that has been bent and shoved through an exhaust hanger.
Hey, it works.
I mean, technically, what about this side? Same thing.
Same.
It's just a bolt that they welded to.
Oh, they welded it on there? I think it did the thing.
We're gonna fix it, don't worry. Let's start getting this thing off. I think I'm gonna have to end up actually cutting these off because I can just unbolt them from right there. Let's start by unbolting everything. Let's just get this thing loose. You know what's nice? Your new exhaust won't rust, Mel.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
that's loud.
Oh, poor Hiccup.
Usually it's not that loud.
Yeah.
I'm sure your
Keep in mind, this is a man who half the time I can be sitting on the couch next to him and be like, hey Tanner, and he goes, and I go, hey Tanner, and he goes, what?
What?
I didn't hear you.
I didn't. Now we go back here. See, I wish they wouldn't have done this entire exhaust as one piece, which really sucks.
And you're like positive that those aren't like a thing that's supposed to be there, right?
When I'm cutting off?
Yeah.
No, I'm just cutting shit on your car.
Oh, okay.
Of course I'm positive. You think I just start cutting stuff up on your car?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. It does sound like me sometimes.
Oh, here, let me.
What's gonna have to happen is, because this whole thing is welded as one piece by the exhaust shop, which I get why they did it when they made this. They did it they cut off this section, everything else was still installed, they weld that piece on, then they go to the next piece. But whenever it comes to taking it off, because it's all one piece,
We're gonna have to hold it up.
we're gonna have I need Sam to be back here just holding this up as I take it off the exhaust hanger up there. And then we're gonna have to drop this bar here to be able to bring it down. We're gonna start. You have an exhaust leak here. This.
What is this?
This was, it was MIG welded. They just didn't do I guarantee you somebody took it to an exhaust shop and they're like, I have $60. Cut the muffler out and cut the resonator out. And this is what they did.
Is that a needle?
No, this is welding wire. It's a piece of welding wire that was just like that.
It literally looks like a needle.
Yeah, so for the exhaust hangers on the rear, I don't even think these are stock, they could be stock GTI tips. See, here's the thing is, careful. I'm assuming that they're gonna go right now. Why don't I just take the exhaust hanger off? Like a big boy, like an adult.
I mean, I won't go and tell you how to do your job.
No,
but...
you can't, it's all right. There we go. See, that is, I will say, that's the one thing I really like about Volkswagens.
Yeah.
I don't know if other German cars do it, but you can just unbolt the exhaust hangers like that to be able to easily get them on.
This is so much better than that whole thing.
Now I'm gonna come over to that side and bolt it in.
That's quick.
I told you.
It's because it's not a piece of shit. It literally says there are 2 ways to go about installing your new kit.
You trying to tell me those instructions?
Yeah, the easy way and the hard.
Go. Now I don't want to put that clamp on yet until we get the rest of the exhaust on here.
Okay.
So that way we can adjust it as needed.
What's that clamp gonna do?
This clamp holds these 2 pieces together.
Oh, okay.
And then there's gonna be another clamp here that holds this piece to that piece. It melts, and we're gonna take this part of your pipe.
Woo!
And it's gonna slide in right about like that. Shit, now we gotta buy you a downpipe. And then we gotta tune your car. Then might as well put an intake on it. Might as well put it on E85.
Oh no.
Cause some
Oh my.
poop head wanted to mess with your car.
That sucks. I mean, in all fairness, it was his car at the time.
No, don't say that. It's your car.
Turn back the ship.
I finally got this little center section pipe up there. The last owner of this car, whenever they had that exhaust modified and made, they had cut the down pipe shorter. So I kind of had to finoodle this. I couldn't use the stock bolts anymore on that, and I still have to tighten those other ones down more because they had stripped these and bent them. So Kind of sucks, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I just used two 12mm bolts for it with some nuts and got that to work. There is an internal gasket on the inside of this that will help seal things up a little bit, but it is still a little bit loose, so I'm gonna have to tighten that. I do have a feeling that once we get the mid pipe right there connected up to the axle back down here, it should tighten it up all a good amount. It's just like this exhaust goes in such a weird shape because it has to dodge the fuel tank right here. So we have this, it comes out at a 90 and then it goes to another 90 and then wraps up to the exhaust back there just to kind of dodge it all. So let's throw the last piece on, get everything kind of tightened up, buttoned up, then we can jump back to the tips, hear how this thing sounds, and actually have a quality exhaust on here. Next up, it will probably be downpipe for what we do this car. It'll probably be downpipe and tune. For the downpipe, we'll probably do an integrated engineering one with a either access port or integrated engineering's flash software. I think that'll kind of get this car. I've used both on my Golf R. I like the integrated engineering one because it does give you more features than the access port does, such as monitoring and things that you can do on your computer and whatnot. We also still need to get a OBD11 for this thing to be able to code it and whatnot. So let's see if it'll want to go on now. There we go, now it does. There we go, and then beautiful. Once I have all this moved down or anything, we have the majority of the exhaust pretty much installed. We just got to put the tips on. But AWE also gives you these little, they're like exhaust lock guys to keep the hanger from coming out of the rubber bushing. Kind of weird because like on Subarus or other cars, there's like a little nub on the end of it, or like a head on the end of it, so that way it can't come off. So we're just gonna toss these two guys on the rearmost hangers just to keep this from coming off. You ready to put your big tips on?
Yep.
You want bigger
Give me
tips?
those tips.
You want,
Makes me drive.
I don't work on it.
Makes me. This is like the first time you've actually done anything other than an oil change on this car.
That's because these are fun modifications. You asked me to do fun mods on the GT, I'll do them all day long. What do you want? You want big turbo on? I'll put big turbo in here. We can make it shoot flames. I feel like that is do you want them just straight up and down? Do you want them like with the bumper?
I thought you said they were adjustable. Can we move the whole thing over a little bit?
Yeah, once we get the tip on.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you just want them sticking straight out like that so the AWE logo's on top?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I am the epitome of excited.
Ready?
Yeah. Ooh.
It sounds so far more like clean.
It sounds cooler.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's any louder.
No, it definitely has like a cleaner sound for sure.
So I threw the GTI back up in the air with the exhaust on the car running just to kind of check for exhaust leaks, and we don't have any except for where the last owner had cut up the downpipe to fit their custom exhaust. So downpipe will be next on the list for what we get for this car. Actually, it'll probably be tuning software, intake, downpipe. We'll get the car tuned and then kind of go from there. We're gonna go ahead and get some sound clips. It doesn't sound drastically louder than it was before, but it does sound a lot more crisp and a lot cleaner than the kind of raspiness of it. Because before it was literally just a really bad straight pipe with no resonator or anything. The resonator is gonna remove any drone that the car had prior. So it'll be kind of nice. Not that it had a ton, but it did have a little bit of drone. Whenever it'd be on the freeway, you'd hear the mrrr. So that resonator will help clean it up a lot. I like the AWE stuff. I like that. I used to be so against slip joints. And I've learned to actually like slip joints when they're sealed up properly. When they're not sealed up properly, they can be really annoying, kind of like how the downpipe is up there, but that's not AWE's fault. That's whoever did that sad excuse of a GTI exhaust over there. So let's go ahead and get this thing on the ground. We'll have Melanie go ahead and shoot us some driving clips. I'll do a couple flybys in front of us and we see how it sounds. I think it sounds already a bit better. On the Golf, what did I have on the Golf R? I think I had Nameless on the Golf R. The other exhaust would have been so quiet.
Was that in standard?
Yeah, I just put it in sport mode, so I'll do it again.
Okay.
Does it sound? How does it sound?
It sounds good.
It sounds
I think
clean.
it is quieter. This one's quieter.
But it sounds cleaner.
But it
I think
does
it's the
sound
resonator,
cleaner.
But I think it sounds better.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in sport mode again.
Okay.
I'm in sport mode this time. And then I'll do one more in manual mode.
Okay.
Can I do launch control? Like, I just let you. It did a pop!
He's gonna ask to borrow your car more often, right?
He already asked to borrow it. He likes driving it. It's a fun car to drive.
I fucking love the DSG in this car. It shifts so fast. Oh, that one's
Sounds really good.
That one got 2 pops in. I like it. Pretty happy with the exhaust. It sounds good, it looks good, and it's definitely an upgrade over what we had on there. Melanie's kind of at the point now where we're cool with modifying the car, so that's where I come in and that's where we're gonna start modifying it. I actually found my old integrated engineering dongle, and I still have the software on my laptop from my old R, so I think we're just gonna start doing some stuff to the GTI over the next couple of weeks. We'll probably start with an intake next. I don't quite know which one we'll go with. Then we'll do a downpipe, and then we'll just keep kind of playing with the car there. Maybe some lowering springs. Maybe we'll bag it. Bag GTIs are kind of cool. I don't know yet, but that's all I got for you guys on this one. I do have some more. I have a ton of Subaru stuff coming up. We have to do a couple more installs on the 17 STI. We're taking it to the dyno mid this week just to throw it on there to see how much power the car is actually making. So that way we can stop playing these guessing games of it could make this much, it might make this much. We just don't know. Our first race event in the STI is scheduled for early March. We are also tuning the 07 STI, the 996 Turbo, and the EG33 again early March as well. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. I may do an install video of, or like maybe some build videos of this built EJ that I have going on over here for a 16 STI that I have outside. Obviously it's not mine, it's a customer's car. We have an 06 or an 07 STI coming into the shop also for a customer car, which will be another rebuild. So I believe I said in the last video, you guys are gonna get that reassembly video of how to put an EJ together, how to put a Subaru together. So with that, that's all I really got for you guys on this one. Like I said, I'm hoping we pick up the 996 here soon. We're just waiting on these front wheel bearings and front wheel hubs to come in. I'm super grateful that the dealer is taking care of us, knocking all that out. But that's all I got for you guys. If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, sight, and whatever color it turns for you. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and you wanna be able to put it in one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies. Woo!